we the people have spoken as the truth defenders, and we are going to fight for what we know is right. I wanted to start off with a poem. We usually check off our poems. This one wasn't checked off. I thought I might have read it, but maybe I didn't, so I'm going to read it now. It's called Demise of the Deceivers. Their lies are like flies. Grab the swallow of truth, and let's smash every one we've been told since our youth. Stand up to the swarm and refuse to bow down. We will no longer comply or be pushed around. Their lies are like flies on a pile of shit. The pyramid of trash will fall into a pit. Because all is love and fear is illusion. Let's be done with their system of lies and confusion. Truth can never be destroyed. It lives on forever. And with the Most High inside, we will crush them together. That's right. The Most High is inside everybody. And He is going to help us defeat the wicked ones who have chosen to abandon or not do what's right, have chosen to cause harm and harm other people and harm the innocent. We are going to come together and we are going to get rid of them. The lies are over. It's over. We are done with this garbage. We have been reporting, telling the story, everything that we can, telling the truth. We are for the truth. Now that poem, it says, all is love, fear is illusion. Let's be done with the system of lies and confusion. And truth can never be destroyed. All is love, fear is illusion, and truth can never be destroyed is from the What on Earth is Happening website by Mark Passio. He put that in there. So we turned it into a poem. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you liked it. I was going to start finishing up what I was talking about last week with Jay Parker and the horrific tragedies that he faced as a child. This is the very end of the thing I had. We're going to talk about his interview with Alfred Weber too, because that had more information, but we're not going to get to that today because we're still like halfway through that. So we'll be taking notes on that, and we'll get back to that in a few weeks. But today we're going to wrap up the interview, the latest interview from whatisishappening.com, and this was the very good and hopeful news that he said, which was that the pigs, the shapeshifters and the occultists, the pigs, all the pigs that like to hurt people, they are afraid of truth frequency, and the majority awakening to it. And that's what we're doing. We are going to bring that truth frequency up and out and into the open. It says one time Parker's mother was talking about the moon goddess, I think, something like that. Something for about the moon goddess, studying about the moon goddess of the moon. And he said that his father was actually afraid when she said that, and he was afraid, and he said, that's the goddess, she'll kill us. The mother was talking about that. I cannot tell what that said. I think she said that she was studying something about the moon. That's what his father said. He was freaked out and said, that's the goddess, she'll kill us, because I believe that the sacred feminine, people are going to be waking up, and truth frequency will reach them, and the sacred feminine is going to take over and make them very, very sad, and upset, and feeling lost and upset. Originally, they're going to have sadness. They're going to not know what to do, and then after that, the sacred masculine is going to take over and say, "This is it. We ain't going to put up with this no more, and we're going to stand up and defend our sacred feminine." And that's what, like the Christ bride thing, idea. That's what that means. The humanity is going to come up, and we ain't going to take it no more, and we're going to tell them to get the hell out of here and leave us alone, and we're going to help all the children that are suffering in the world. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see happen. We are the ones that are rejecting the world system, since Yeshua was like the first one known that rejected that horrible system. And now we got to stand up like what he taught and do it again and say we ain't going to take this no more. Stand up. Second coming of the sons of God, knowing that inside of us we do have the power to come together and crush evil. Let's see. It said also, there's one more thing that was pretty bad news. They were saying that the mother said that in 1963 Arden Woods was full of bodies, which was an Illuminati dumping ground. It's a business as usual. But remember, the truth frequency will fight all of it, and it will come to our help. Say, if we stand as an aggregate, the universe will come to our assistance, because that is how the law works. Natural law from the Creator of the universe, and hopefully that gives us some hope. I also have a poem that came to my own master, a message from the Creator that will make people feel empowered and know that they're going to be alright. It's called His Promise to the Truth Warriors. Speak me into existence if you know that I'm there. I'm coming with love, wrapped tight in true care. Cling tightly to wisdom and know that you're strong, and I will help right all that is wrong. Keep helping right all that is wrong together, and He will back us up. It's a promise. He is the Creator of the universe. He is the one true God, the true Most High, and we are not going to let anybody come in between Him and us, trying to tell us that they're the Most High, because we know they're lying. The true Most High is there with us, within. Look within yourself. Don't look on the outside. That's what the deceivers want. You got to stop looking for this on the outside. Now, I have another poem that I was going to read. Let's see. It's called, this one I was, because this is going to be what I was talking about today before we run out of time and stuff. I had a lot of stuff to tell you, which is very, very disturbing and shocking, and it will make you pretty upset like it made me upset. This poem is called No More Tears. The divine light is shining through us as we rise and speak the truth. We've been silenced for far too long by the soul-crushing lies that they spew. We demand that all war be brought to an end. The truth frequency must reach the young, because by the time the soldiers realized they were just used as pawns, the damage had already been done. The monetary system must be put to death for supporting tyrannical things. The time has come for the bride of truth to rise up and spread her wings. Through truth and love, the Creator will embrace the human race and wipe the tears of suffering from each and every face. That poem, my own master was working on that for hours yesterday. She wanted to make it absolutely right. She had to put out a couple of pages in our book, which we hate to do because we love this book, but she had to do it because she wanted to write it perfectly. And as you notice that I didn't make any mess-ups because there's no cross-outs, it's actually written nicely and neatly for once, which is really amazing for my own master because her handwriting is atrocious. Now, I'm going to say what I was going to say, and then we're going to have to move to the next speaker, which is Kaigan, of course. Now, you're not going to believe this. I can't believe I didn't know this before. We just figured this out with the help of a caller and Mark passed you on the latest episode of What on Earth is Happening podcast. I believe it's 159. They were mentioning acronyms, and I never knew this before, but the Operation Iraqi Freedom was originally had the acronym of O.I.L, Operation Iraqi Liberation. Is that interesting or what? Enough people were able to see that when they changed it because they knew damn well that people would figure that out. I figured it out and I didn't even know about that. But unfortunately, many of us figured it out too late. And I'm very upset about that. It's very, very sad. And we changed it. Now the word they're using is I.S.I.S. Interesting because that's known as the Earth Goddess. Now, when I say goddess, I'm not talking about something that I believe in or worship, like some kind of a entity or something. She's the goddess of the earth itself, its essence, the nature. So, a lot of times they do that because they scare people away from it, because they think they're not being loyal to the Most High, but they are. The Most High is everything. We are one. He told us that we are one and the same. It's true. It's true. I mean, I know things from the heart. I speak from the heart. I tell the truth. And we can do this together. We need to believe in ourselves and the power of people together doing the right thing and defending the truth. Yeah, they're using the name I.S.I.S. to represent their desire to destroy nature and human nature and all that. It's called Islamic State of Iraq and Greater Syria, which is, I do not know if they're trying to call that as what the conflict is, but now they're also saying that's the group's name. So they're screwing everything up. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. But I can see it. I can see through all this. See through all the garbage that they're using the name ISIS to attack. Put it in your head. And also, interestingly, CR and ISIS, crisis, which probably they created anyway, because if you listen to what really happened yesterday, I think it was yesterday we were listening, and he was talking about how this group, ISIS, what they call it, the ISIS group, that they're claiming that it's terrorizing people. He said that actually here, the United States supplied them with weapons. Isn't that wonderful? So that's what they do. They go over there, lie to people, and tell them, go get them from over here, coming there. And then from here they tell them to go get them over there. So you're being demonized and lied to. And then before you know it, you got two young soldiers staring face to face at each other who don't even know each other. And then they use that fight-flight response that they were taught to learn, like a reptilian, and somebody just murders people for no reason at all. For no reason, it never should have had to happen. But that's why you cannot listen to these people. If somebody tells you to go get them, say, no, I'm not going to participate in your garbage anymore. I'm not going to be your fool. I'm not going to be your pawn. I am a human being, and I'm worth more than that. I'm worth something. You are worth something. You are more than that. I get upset because I see the billboard that said, oh, about supporting the army and how, oh, he's doing something that's greater than himself. No. You are a human being. You are greater than war. You don't need that uniform to do good things. You need to know this. It's very important. Which is interesting because also ISIS, which could also be looked at as 1515, though 15 as it's demonized, of course, and that's the devil card. 1515. So it's obvious, it's blatantly obvious who's behind all this garbage. They obsessed with names, numbers, and religion, and rituals, and stupid things, and planet alignments, stuff like that. These people believe this. You may not believe this, but there are people out there who do, and people are dying because of it, and it needs to stop. There's lots of psyop streams going on. They're trying to do the gun grab. You hear it. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. I gotta talk about this real quick because we're going out of time. ISIS trained and equipped. U.S. trained and equipped ISIS at taxpayer expense. They want to invade Syria because they want to invade Syria. Remember, they did not want them to invade Syria no more. That's ridiculous. Because I think that's the time when the devil came down. Because when it says he realized he was thrown to the earth, because people are waking up and saying, no, you ain't going nowhere no more. Stop this war. Stop the garbage. The White House calls for ISIS. That missiles were given to ISIS. White House calls. This is a new one now. They coined the term quote-unquote special forces because they said they weren't going to send no troops over there. So word matters. They play around with words again. I was also talking to somebody who was telling us about how there was a man that the men that couldn't get the benefits at first because they called it a crisis. What did they call it? They called it a conflict and not a war in the beginning. People couldn't get their benefits, which is ridiculous. And now they're still having benefit problems. They ain't doing that no more. That was the first thing. They love to do that. Anything they can to get it held off. And rip people off who just end up falling for your damn game, and you ain't going to help them now. The people need help. There are suffering veterans out there that need help. There was another person that said he didn't even know how to interact with people because all he ever did was talk about how to murder people and kill people. So, I mean, like turned into a reptilian and didn't know how to fit it back in with society. And at the same time, they're demonizing people coming back from the war that are trying to speak out like us and be truth defenders, and they were being spied on and demonized and having their weapons taken away and getting locked in mental institutions because they want them to be quiet. And they want to speak out against it because they know what's happening and they understand. And we know what's happening, and I know we made a lot of mistakes, we all have, but we need to learn how to be forgiving and help people that need help. We need to help each other out. You need to come together and get rid of this garbage. Come to the white chapel of the mind. Through the mind, there it is. That's why Yeshua said to the pharaohs and all the pigs that you ain't going to be able to get there because they can't see through the damn greed of the world. So, Capitol Hill, White House, you get it? They think they're God, and they meant nothing of the sort. Nothing. They are nothing. So, I had some more to talk about, but I can't right now because we're going to run out of time and I'm going to be able to download to Facebook. So I'll see you next week.